Hello there, friends. Didn't know you were with us. But what is up? It's our nightly recap of PGL Wallachia. We are back with day 2 now. Travel is over, thankfully. And it was the first kind of team-related day where we had activities going on. So we're just gonna walk you through step by step and fill you in on everything we hit up today. So we took some notes. Let's see if I forgot anything. So finally got some good sleep. I did not sleep really for 36 hours during the travel, but I was out like a light. And luckily, AA, we're sharing a room. He also is a fellow cold dweller, so we had it nice and icy, and I was out. But early rise, we were up at 6:30 and hit the gym. It was really cool to see. I saw almost all of the guys from the team there. I think Lellis maybe went at a different time, but by the time AA and I got down there, Fly had just entered. Copy and Yuma were already hitting the weights. So it was really nice to see the team kind of working out together. Fly and I did the same lift routine. The guys did some of their other things to themselves, but we're like working in pairs mostly. But just really refreshing, nice little team activity. Know that people are just getting after it before the day begins. Yeah, I'm a gym rat. I'm not a morning gym goer. I actually got like a little nauseous towards the end because I didn't have anything to eat beforehand, and that's just not my thing at all. But you know, we persevere. After that, Fly and I got breakfast, hung out here at one of the hotel restaurants. It was so full because there's like, the players are here for the tournament. There's also a cruise ship of like visitors that are here as well. We had to go into the spillover restaurant, which was still crazy good. Food was so good. And I mean, bring back mineral water afterwards, a little side quest from the team. Met Loda from Alliance as well, so that was pretty hype, but just had the chance to talk with Fly at length about life, food preferences, like travel, all things life related really. After breakfast was media day, and I think nouns, we were the first team up for everybody. So you know, I got to show up. It was 10 a.m. All the players and AA had to get their makeup done for their little photo shoots. It was just a couple stock photos and then like 5 poses. Fly and Gunner had a couple interviews to do with Nomad for PGL. And then there was another outlet, I think it's a Russian Dota outlet or studio that they're doing some coverage as well. So it was interesting to see go through. But PGL has an amazing setup. Like the players, they do not have to travel at all. The media day was on the 2nd floor of the hotel. So when it's your time slot, you stop playing your pub, stop playing your scrims, catch the stairs, catch the elevator, get your makeup, take your photos. You're done in 10 minutes, max 15 minutes. And then you're back up to play your pubs, prepare for the first day of games, whatever you need. PGL have a really nice setup there. The makeup artists, their admin, their photographers, super professional and just really quick with it. Seems like the players, you know, they kind of enjoyed it too. It's tough to pull some of them out of their shells, especially from different teams. I feel like as I've hung out with the guys from Nouns, like they are certainly more sociable and a little more outgoing than your average Dota player. So it was kind of funny to see that discrepancy as the day progressed. Let's see what else. Yeah, after the media day, the guys had a couple scrims. I sat in on one of the rounds of the scrims. It was really informational for me as not only a Dota player but a Dota caster, just to see how things happened. I can't really discuss anything, just because even if it is maybe basic stuff for some people, it's obviously a competitive environment, and I can't really give anything away. That would be the very last thing that I would want to do, would be to to detract from Nouns' competitive experience here at Wallachia Season 2. So sorry, that information is just for me, but it was refreshing seeing how the boys work together. I think that's probably the best thing that I can say, the easiest thing that I can say. But after scrims, had dinner together, and I was able to get a little work in for my 9 to 5. So having some time to myself was real nice to still contribute to the grind back home. And then I went on a nice long walk solo in Bucharest just to familiarize myself with the neighborhood. Super walkable city, as I posted about earlier in the day. Really nice architecture, cool, cute restaurants, bars, shops along the street too. I like it. This reminds me a lot of my time in Brazil, with just the streets, walking around. It just appears, it feels very, very similar to me. But that's pretty much our entire day. Did take a couple notes, just random things about the team, some of their goals, and the schedule that they've been on recently, actually. So let's dive into that. So right now, I think if you follow Dota, you follow Nouns, you're watching this video, the team, they've been playing tons of qualifiers. I think there have been 3 back-to-back qualifiers, not considering like TI, now Wallachia also, and then before that Elite League. Like, guys are on the road, they're traveling, they're boot camping, they're prepping, and the schedule it's difficult because, you know, fatigue builds up. All this time playing Dota is great for building the team dynamic and sharpening their skills, but bouncing around with only like 2 days at home, I think they had, hearing like of the schedule, I can imagine how it would be tiresome, be challenging. So these guys are the pros, obviously, for handling it so well. But one of their big goals is striving to achieve invite status for a lot of these upcoming tournaments, because if you get directly invited, you don't have to play in the online quals, so you can either boot camp closer to home, spend a little bit of extra time at home, and then just reap the benefits of being directly invited to the event. Also spoke a little bit about boot camps themselves, and the guys said that they felt like they had the most success when they were boot camping in Europe. There was one particular stretch where they worked together for 3 weeks, and that was a long enough time to where they could really build as a team. And having that prolonged time together gave them plenty of time to play EU pubs on no ping as well. So they're sharpening their individual skills, they're together long enough to gel as a complete unit and not just have kind of a flash of brilliance, you know, that passes over like a day or two, to really reinforce those long-term habits that make you good as a team. But that really is all my notes that I could share for today. Tomorrow begins our first match. So we are heading to the PGL studios. Our departure time is 9 a.m., so it's nice and early. We're trying to get a morning workout in tomorrow as well. Probably we'll get up at the same time, maybe cut it a little short, that way we can still get breakfast. But traffic in Bucharest is brutal. There's a ton of road construction going on right now and city upgrades. So everything is super congested. But our original departure time was 11, pushed up to 9. I think the game's around noon, perhaps, maybe 1. So we'll get to the studios. I'll see what I can get recorded-wise for content. I think our plan is to do 1 room or like 1 area of the studio per day. And of course, we're gonna get shots of the players as they're like getting ready, as they're coming out. Just anything that adds to your experience as a viewer and a fan, but not detract from the team's effort at the same time. So that is our long-term recap of day 2 here in Bucharest at PGL Wallachia Season 2. And I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired as hell. But it's been an absolute blast. you know what? Maybe I'll finish this pub, right? I can unpause it now. But for me, that's all. And we'll see you tomorrow.